Gonna call to order the meeting of the CDBG fiscal year 2023 Community Development Block Grant meeting to order at 6:12 p.m. The reading of the newspaper notice. A notice of public hearing, City of Monessen, PA fiscal year 2023 CDBG program. Notice to hereby given by the City of Monessen that a public hearing will be held on Tuesday, September 26, 2023 at 6 p.m. prevailing time in the Monessen City Council Chambers at City Hall located at 575 Donner Avenue, Monessen, PA 15062. The Monessen City Hall is accessible to the physical disabled, persons requiring special accommodations. To participate in the hearing may call Ms. Cheryl Gordon, City Clerk, at 724-684-9000, press 8. Persons with hearing and or speech impairment may contact the city through the PA Telecommunications Relay Service at 1-800-654-5984 or dial 711. The purpose of the public hearing is to present the city's proposed fiscal year 2023 CDBG application and the use of the CDBG funds. A copy of the city's proposal fiscal year 2023 CDBG application is available for public review in the City Administrator's Office beginning on Tuesday, September 19th, 2023 for a period of at least 5 days prior to the public hearing. The Office of the City Administrator is open to the public between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. weekdays. The city's purpose to use its fiscal year 2023 CDBG program funding for the following activities. The activities in the proposal budget: street improvements, reconstruction of 9th Street from Schoonmaker Avenue to Knox Avenue, and reconstruction of Reed Avenue from 9th Street to 6th Street. This will be a multi-year activity. $126,773. Fire equipment, the purchase of 15 portable radios for firefighters to use for communication purposes during response to fires, $50,000. Demolition and clearance, the demo and clearance of approximately 6 vacant, dilapidated structures within the city, $75,759. General administrative costs, including preparation of application, the environmental review records, advertising, auditing, planning, and management, $55,433 for a total of $307,965. All interested residents are encouraged to attend and will be afforded the opportunity to give oral testimony at the public hearing and or to present written comments on the proposed use of the fiscal year 2023 CDBG funds. Written comments may be addressed to the attention of Ms. Cheryl Gordon, City Clerk, 575 Donner Avenue, Monessen, PA 15062, or by calling 724-684-9000, press 8, or via email at cgordon@cityofmonessen.com. Honorable Ron Moser, Mayor, City of Monessen.
We have Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It doesn't require council. This will be prepared and given to council. I would like to discuss very quickly the street improvements. There's several other roads in town that I think that we also need to think about very seriously. If we, realizing that this is a multi-year activity, we don't know what it's going to cost us to do the Schoonmaker or 9th Street from Schoonmaker to Knox. I would like to consider doing some things like the Crest Extension, which is a dirt road, has houses back there. It has never been paved. It needs to be paved. Something we need to think about. Also, Ontario Street is getting to be one of the very bad streets. We need to do 10th from Knox to McMahon and Dale Avenue. So there's 4 additional streets that I would like for consideration as part of that funding. How much we get done, I have no clue. I'd like to leave that up to the engineer to get as much done as we possibly can with the money we have.
Are you gonna pave that all that street?
Which one?
Like from Sixth Street, to, where we at here? Up on Knox Avenue. Are they gonna redo the streets too?
Well, what we put there was reconstruction of Reed from 9th Street to 6th Street. I don't know how much of that we're gonna have to do and how much will be done as a result of the sewage work. But that's being done by Pinvest is restricted to only fixing that which they dig up and 1 foot on either side of the trench, and that's a problem. So you take a road like a Reed that runs from 9th to 6th Street. I don't know how much of that they're gonna dig up and what they're gonna leave it like, but we have some money reserved to get it brought back up to the standards which we hope we can maintain, curb to curb.
They don't never repair the street unless you ask them.
Oh, well, it depends on where it is and who it is, what we can ask of them. Pinvest has their requirements. P&G on PennDOT Highway has their requirements. Everything else that's done through town, as an example, the P&G work that's done in town, we can require them to do curb to curb. It really depends on, excuse me?
They're not required to do curb.
In the city, outside of anything that's controlled by PennDOT, if it's strictly under our purview, we have an ordinance that says you tear up the road, you're gonna do it curb to curb.
The thing is, if the gas company digs it up, why can't they repair it?
On Schoonmaker, is that what you're talking about?
Huh? If they
Describe to me where you're talking about.
Like if they dig the streets up, okay,
Where?
anywhere.
But it depends. It really depends. If it's on Schoonmaker, that is under the control of PennDOT. If it's on Pennsylvania, as an example, in the middle of town, that is under the control of the city, and we can require different things of them. And we do require by ordinance curb to curb.
But do they have to comply?
Yes,
Oh, they do?
yes, by ordinance. Or we can stop the project. We can basically prohibit them.
So basically, forget about the main drag, you're talking from Sixth Street from Reed Avenue to Sixth Street, from Ninth Street to Sixth Street.
Or as much as necessary, yes.
Reynolds right now, they're digging up the middle of the.
Yes, and that's a Pinvest project.
So what where are they required to do?
Pinvest, I got into discussions with Pinvest. That is Pinvest funded. Pinvest claims they are not a paving company. They are a sewage company. They do sewage work. They don't do paving. Pinvest says that they will only repair that which they dug up and 1 foot on either side of what they dug up.
So we're talking from Ninth Street to Sixth.
Right, we want to go back and
All they do is no different with, the gas company did here.
right.
Did up to our street, they just patched it.
Now, what the gas company did on Schoonmaker, they are not done. They are required by PennDOT to repave the lane that they were in.
Well, I see that, yeah, but how do you go by applying for that?
How do-
How do you go by making or requiring them to do that?
Well, that's a PennDOT requirement. PennDOT has powers, and for whatever it's worth, we're making a request of Senator Ward and Representative Vanzia this week in order to apply additional pressure.
But as of right now, they're only required to, I'm talking about the gas company. People's gas, they're only required to do what they did.
No, that is not true. That is not true. They have delayed reconstruction of Schoonmaker based upon PennDOT's requirement to get the handicap ramps on the curbs approved. I don't understand that. It makes no sense to me, but they've got drawings with PennDOT to get those approved. Once that's approved, they will come and mill that entire lane that they were working in, instead of just a one little strip of it.
I see that in different towns.
Right. And that's the way they should work here. That's what should happen here.
That's what
If they cross the road in less than 100-foot increments, then they have to do curb to curb. Otherwise, they just fix the little strip that goes across the road. Look at what they did on Donner. The water company did it right. That was a PennDOT road. That was under the same rules that P&G's under. On Donner, they came in and they milled the road. They did curb to curb where they upset the road on both sides of the road. And when they went across the road, they fixed that. It doesn't have the same color, but when you're driving it, it's smooth as glass. There's no bumps, there's no ripples. It's the same quality as the rest of the road.
Well, they didn't do that, there's bumps up on our street that they did.
Well, but that's a different street. What street are you talking about?
Like, I live up on Montclair.
We're getting off the subject of what we're trying to accomplish here, but it's important that we understand this too.
They came and they just patched everything, but it's not as smooth as it was before they dug it up.
Up there at Montraver, yes, and
They came and they patched it, but it's not as smooth as it was before they tore it up.
Was that the water company?
no, I think that was P&G. That was the gas company. And
They came up and they patched it, they did the patching
mhm.
all right, and it's done pretty decent, but it's not smooth as it was
It's not like Donner.
before they tore it up.
Well, it might not be done, I don't know.
I don't know,
If
but
they're gonna-
we need to
if
put
they're
that,
gonna
we
do
need
it
to
all
put
at
that to our
once.
engineer. The engineer needs to be made aware of that, and he needs to go up there and see the problem.
They're gonna come up and say it's okay. But that's all right, I'm not bothered about that. All I'm worried about is the civic center, why they can't spend money down there to get them kids in that place. down
Well,
there.
we're actually
We are.
we're
That's-
spending a lot of money on that.
That's the next meeting.
That's
but
the next
we are.
meeting,
We
yeah.
are spending money, we have.
All right. I'll be there.
I've been spearheading that, so,
I'll be here because,
Are they gonna replace the money that they're using from the next money that's allocated for that next year?
Describe that in more
I don't-
detail.
I-
Well, if they're gonna use, I'm just using what you got here, okay? If they're gonna be working on that building, the old armory, that's what I call it, okay, the youth center, and then I think it's in the front of your door. I think they're gonna spend $40-some thousand in the kitchen, correct?
there's a little over 31,000 that we're gonna
And
use.
It's gonna leave them with $13,000. Now, is that money gonna be replaced?
No,
No.
that money was allocated to, it was a total of
40-something.
$44,775. We have spent, it's now 31,315.
What I'm saying, next year when it gets allocation or whatever they do they get that money, some of that money put back?
No, we'll spend that 31,000 down there in the next few months or so.
It will not be replaced
No,
by no one.
no, cause that was the budget for 2019's budget.
Was that
That was the 2019 budget.
or that the one that they're gonna use?
That we're doing is 2019 for that.
So the budget for 2023, let's say.
The budget for 2023 is what we just read to you here. That's what we're looking at
I know
doing.
that you said that you had it upstairs as, I think September 19.
Yeah, it was up, this one was
Yeah, but I
the,
mean, where's it posted at?
it's, I have some things in my office, which is this,
Yeah, but
sort of-
where is it posted? Who says it's open to the public to see?
it was in the newspaper. I read the newspaper ad, and that's what the newspaper ad said.
You have an idea?
It was actually
That was
run twice.
published on the 19th.
It was run twice, was it not?
I think it was only, we're only required to run it once. Yeah, it was run one time and it was run on the 19th,
Okay.
because Monday was a holiday for them. So we had to run it on the 19th.
September.
Mm-hmm, yep,
So it's gonna take $31,000 to do that kitchen down there, civic center,
between the kitchen and the ramp.
and the what?
in the handicapped accessible ramp.
Well, those things gonna go up to bid,
Yes.
or they're gonna have it, sort of, give it to someone then,
No, it has to go for public bid.
Yeah.
We'll have to put it, we'll put it in the paper, it'll go for public bid. And, I already have one bid, just to get an idea of what the ramp would cost. It's right around $15,000 to put in a ramp. They'll take out the existing, that was from a local contractor here.
got a name?
Yeah, it was from Mornack.
Yeah,
Mornack?
that's pretty much all the work.
Yeah, he's done a lot of our outlets and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, he just did 9th Street Park. And while he was up there, I asked him if he'd just stop down, give us an idea, but it does have to go out for bid. So we'll take a look at it as soon as we can get the next meeting approved, then we'll,
Let me see if I get this straight. You're saying you call a contractor in to give you an idea of what the bid's gonna be, and then that person's gonna also bid that contract.
Yes.
right, exactly.
Is that legal?
No.
It's not illegal to get an
Yeah, I mean, we
estimate.
didn't, we just asked him for an estimate.
Is that legal?
Yeah,
It is?
yeah.
Oh, we'll find out.
I mean, I don't know how much it costs, we have to have to ask somebody that has an idea, because we have to make sure it fits in our budget.
It doesn't make any sense to me. It's a contract.
Mm-hmm,
You have someone come in and give you an idea, and then you're gonna bid it. Doesn't make no sense.
mm-hmm.
Maybe it makes sense to you guys, the way you operate, it doesn't make any sense.
Well, I don't know if it costs $5,000 or $50,000.
Don't you have an engineer, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you call him? I mean, that's what he gets paid for, right?
Well, yeah, we have to pay him to do that.
It doesn't make any difference. But that's, you get it straight from somebody who actually does his job. It
Well-
has nothing to do with bidding.
Look at it this way now, everybody else has an idea of what they need to bid to beat it.
I think the engineer can figure that out.
Yeah, well,
That's what he gets paid for.
I'm not gonna argue with you. I don't disagree.
You know, I don't think it's right what you did. Okay, in my mind, the way I see it, it's incorrect. And I've bid a lot of projects, okay?
Mm-hmm.
No one has ever called us.
So the purpose of this meeting, let's make sure we keep on the purpose. The purpose is the allocation of these funds. If as an example, somebody's got an idea that we need to allocate some money to and disagrees with some of our allocations, that's the purpose of this meeting. I suggested 4 other roads in addition to the 9th Street and Reed Street that I think need to be done. Whether or not we've got the money to accomplish it, I don't know.
Let me ask you a question. To you. How can you be transparent when you're doing that?
When I'm doing what?
Calling a contractor.
I didn't do that.
I did that.
Look.
I did that.
I said first off,
I said the buck stops there.
it does, and I'll take the full responsibility for it.
At the end of the day, it's your responsibility.
There's no doubt. But the bottom line is,
What I'm saying to you that it's incorrect how it was done to begin with. You should have called, Tony Vitale.
well, maybe we should have, but does it change anything?
And to give you an idea.
Does it change anything?
And if you gotta pay him, that's part of the game.
I don't disagree with you.
Somebody because it's cheap.
I don't disagree with you, but what does it change? What does it change with what we're trying to accomplish here?
I think that whole thing should be withdrawn until Vitale looks at it.
We're not all we're doing is budgeting money. That's all we're doing.
I still think, it's wrong.
Okay, well, your
So I believe
comments noted.
Vitale should be involved with it, if that's Menneson Engineering Company.
That's fine, okay?
So that should be delayed or withdraw, or
All this is a public hearing. We're not actually allocating money now. All we're doing is budgeting. It'll go through a council meeting before it does.
But you guys said something that is not transparent, and it is not right. Period, by any means. You could sit there, and your attorney could tell me, oh yeah, they could do that, but I can tell you, it can be challenged very easily.
Okay, fine, challenge it.
If that's, so you
No, I'm being transparent by saying, we did this, if you have a problem with it, let us know, but in the meantime,
I told you what the problem is.
so we take this, we're not gonna apply for any 2023 budget. That's not right either. This is a procedure only so far as to get public input on projects that need to spend public money on.
So how can you be transparent when you say,
Okay, we're not gonna do the Civic Center ramp. We take that off the thing, we're done. It's not gonna happen. We're not gonna do a handicap ramp. What, still,
you're the mayor?
I am, but this is a public comment for public information to see.
My comments are, and I think it makes sense.
Well, you said you don't like that particular aspect, so we'll just remove it.
No, what I said is you're right, I do not like it, but I also said you give it to Westmoreland Engineering, okay, Tony Vitale, to actually give you an estimate or an approximately cost of the project, because that's what he gets paid for.
That's what we pay them for, yes.
He's not gonna bid on the project, all he's gonna do is make sure that it's done according to the.
I will find out from him exactly what he estimates the cost to be.
Thing is, can we keep our money in Menneson? Get a Menneson person contractor to do the contracting.
I don't have a problem.
If everyone has an opportunity to bid, it will go on the newspaper.
Yeah, but don't we have Menneson people that's contractors?
I hope so.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, if they're the lowest competent bid, then they'll get the job.
Why can't
No,
we
I
keep
think
our
what
money in
I think what
Menneson?
he's trying to tell you is, what do you go out of town to get an opinion for what it may cost, when you have people in the message who are earning this, to be able to give you a number? This is what, I don't agree either way, okay? I still agree that the guy that should have done it is, WWE, that's the engineering company that we have, that's Tony Vitale, and that's the route that should go.
Okay?
Alright, so we're done with the fiscal year 2023?
Is, nobody has any other suggestions for the money
That's for
being
two
spent?
thousand twenty-three, it has nothing to do with the Civic Center, just 2023.
Okay,
I guess we adjourn at 6:35.